Hello guys, so this is a sort of post-game review following our disappointing 1-1 draw away at Nottingham Forest yesterday. I was going to drop video, but pretty much as expected, entire Chelsea FC nation was in meltdown mode. Everybody wanted Graham Potter sacked and all of our players sold, basically scrap the whole process and start fresh as predictable. But guys, it's a process. A process is not a one-day thing. So this is a different kind of post-game review. I mean, I'm just going to leave the play-by-play and the tactical analysis to all of the other gurus out there. But the reality is, when you have a new coach, right? I mean, I know I might be sounding like a broken record, but sometimes what needs to be said needs to be said. When you have a new coach, when you have a new manager in charge, and he has his own idea of the way that he sees football being played, whether we like it or not, he has his own ideas. Every manager in the world is the same game, but a different lens by which managers see the game. The lens, for instance, that Pep Guardiola uses to see the game is different from Anthony Conte, and is different from Jose Mourinho. All of them, right, have won. They've all won. These are successful managers in their own right at the highest level. But what I'm saying is this: when you hire a manager, regardless of what level this manager is at, you have supposedly done your due diligence as an organization. This manager did not fall out of the sky with a zero background. Ample due diligence and thought was given to the decision, and that decision led to Graham Potter being brought into Chelsea FC. At that point, at this point right now, what's needed is patience, is faith, and support. That is what is needed. It's not an overnight. Success is rarely ever an overnight thing. Yes, we have been spoiled by Roman over the last almost 20 years. Roman spoils us with, trophies upon trophies pretty much every year. On the average, one trophy every year for the last 19 or so, seasons. However, when Roman bought Chelsea back in 2003, times have changed. That's the Premier League in 2003 is totally different from the Premier League today. And what worked in 2003 is not necessarily the same thing that is going to work today. Otherwise, you wouldn't have crazy results as we just saw today with Brentford beating Liverpool 3-1. Or City drawing 1-1 with Everton. I mean, I wouldn't even talk about Spurs, because Spurs is Spursy. Spurs is Spursy. But I mean, they went on ahead and lost 2-0 at home. I guess I can't remember who they played. It might have been Brentford. I don't even remember. I mean, I've lost count. But these are the times that we're in right now, and the only team that seems to be winning with a relative amount of consistency right now is Arsenal FC. And Arsenal FC is a team that hired a person, let's just say that, Mikel Arteta, who previously had zero managerial experience at any level. When I say managerial, I mean as the actual manager of the team. He has zero experience. He was an assistant manager in U.S. They just say clipboard holder. He was holding a clipboard for like 3 years for Pep. I mean, and then he went from there to Arsenal FC. Arsenal, with all due respect to Arsenal, Arsenal is one of the biggest teams in club football. It's a massive job, regardless of where they may have been when he went there. And when he went there, Arsenal was actually in 5th place. They were like a 5th place team. So there was just one spot below top 4. So it's not like he went to Arsenal when Arsenal was like poor, like piss poor. The point I'm trying to say is this, that Arsenal gave this inexperienced manager an opportunity. And it hasn't been an overnight success, notwithstanding that he didn't win an FA Cup in his first season with Arsenal. Arsenal finished 8th in that first season. And in the past 3 seasons under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal has not qualified for top 4. And here we are in Arsenal in his fourth season, Mikel's 4th season at Arsenal. And they're currently 7 points clear. And absent anything crazy, happening, like they have to implode. I'm not saying that 7 points is any kind of guaranteed, margin. But the way Arsenal is going, coupled with the way other teams are inconsistent around them, I mean, Arsenal is in a very good spot. And so what I'm saying is that what is taking Arsenal to get this spot? And I remember their fan base. And we know AFTV, we know all these other, I'm not gonna name names, YouTubers, popular Arsenal YouTubers that had hashtag Arteta out, hashtag Arteta out. After every poor result, they had the man out for the last couple of years. But I bet you they're right now giving Arteta a pat on the back. They're very happy that he's still at the club. So the point I'm trying to make is that it takes patience. When you're trying to change a culture of the way that your club plays and the way that things are actually done, the recruitment, the type of players that are brought in, the type of skill that the players arrive with at the club, do they fit the manager's idea of football? When you try and do all this stuff, it's going to take some time. It's not an overnight success. The same goes with Jurgen Klopp, who ironically he was a successful manager before he arrived at Liverpool. Finished 8th. I've never been missing my thing. He finished 8th for Liverpool in his first season and did not win a trophy, I believe, until his 3rd season, his 3rd or his 4th season. That's when Liverpool finally won the. It was in his 4th season that that Jurgen Klopp won the first trophy for Liverpool. So what I'm saying is that that we need to be reasonable here as Chelsea fans. Yes, we are used to instant success. We're used to managers being hired and fired. But we're living in new times, and in these new times, it has to be a combination of hiring a manager that you have faith in. You've done your due diligence, and you've hired Graham Potter. And so you just have to back him. You have to be patient. You being the upper management of Chelsea, and the fans, and us, the fans, all of us are you. We just have to basically be patient. We have to back Graham Potter. Okay, we have to be patient. We seen what type of football that his team is capable of playing. So we are seeing that, and we know that it's coming. It's coming to. I have faith in Graham. It's way too early to start having any kind of discussion as to whether Graham is the right manager for Chelsea. The man has barely been on the job for just a few months. So, guys, and then and that's not to even get into the other aspect of the consideration of the fact that he has key players, very important players that are out, that are injured, and those players that are injured, the replacement of those players are nowhere near on the level of the players that are out. We don't have any. James is out. Okay, who is coming in? Aspilicueta. That's not working, guys. We already knew that even with under Tuchel that it didn't work. So why would something that didn't work under Tuchel would suddenly be expected and blaming the manager for it not working under Potter? Okay, so it will take time. I'm sure, just as we've seen these issues, I know that Potter has seen these issues, and the upper management, Todd Bowley and his crew, they've all seen these issues, and they are working on addressing all these issues. Have faith, and everything's going to work out. Okay, take care. Please feel free to add your comments, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all, and Happy New Year. Peace.